Why boredom is good for kids ages 6 to 12. Parents, your grade schooler says, I'm bored. Perfect. That's not a problem, it's an opportunity. Look, kids in this age range get bored super fast. In fact, one survey found it takes only 33 minutes after school before they start complaining. I'm pretty sure it's less than that. But look, psychologists say boredom is the spark for growth. Kids who push through it become more creative, confident, and resilient, all things that we love. So when a 6-year-old lines up toy cars into a traffic jam, they're practicing patterns and problem solving. Or when an 8-year-old builds a fort, they're planning, troubleshooting, persisting, and being creative. And look, when a 10-year-old sketches a comic, like a little comic strip, they're flexing imagination and storytelling. These moments, they only happen when we don't just rush in with the screen, all right? Look, I wanna go over some dialogue just to help you out. So what do you say when your kid complains, I'm bored? Okay, you can try this, and it's age dependent, all right? So for 6 to 8-year-olds, you can say, that looks boring, okay. Can you make it silly? Can you invent a game with those cards or those dice? Want to turn the living room into an obstacle course? Even at this age, they like playing with cups and stacking cups and trying to do trick shots, okay? For 9 and 10-year-olds, you can say something like, if you had to create a new app or video game, what would it be like? How would you design it? Or think, could you design a trick shot also with a ball and film it? Or do you want to build something useful out of materials from the garage, extra materials, cardboard boxes, pieces of wood, things like that? And what about for 11 to 12-year-olds? So you could pitch them something like this. If you started a YouTube channel today, what would your first video be? Could you come up with a new snack recipe from what we've got in the kitchen? And they can even use ChatGPT to help come up with these recipes. Or how about want to draw a logo for your own sports team or brand? Don't know what sport they love, but be creative, all right? And look, what if they're stuck? What if you've just never hit them with this question and they're just lost? How can you prime them for an answer, all right? How many paper airplanes can you fold that fly? Or who can fold the best paper airplane? That is something I used to do with my dad, and I loved it. It was super fun. It was me, my brother, and my dad. We would go outside and see who could go the furthest, and we'd have a bunch of different planes that we just made, all right? You can even make up a trivia quiz for me, like 5 questions, any topic for me as your parent, or reverse it. You can also build the tallest tower you can with books, blocks, pillows, now that's just age dependent, and you could write a rap, write a song, ask them to do it, they could perform it, they could start getting in front of a camera. You want to be creative and really dig deep and see what you can pull out of them, all right? Or invent a brand new Olympic sport using whatever you've got, show me what the first event looks like. Kids come up with some pretty crazy sports in the garage, all right? I've seen parents come up with escape room puzzles with clues to solve. They can have the parents solve them or vice versa, all right? But one thing that I always find very interesting is the boredom jar. 20 to 30 clever ideas that you both can come up with, all right? So when they're stuck, they just have to pick one. It gives them ownership. You're not just ordering them what to do. So parents, next time your 6 to 12-year-old groans, I'm bored, just smile. That's not the problem. That's their brain growing stronger. Look, don't forget, boredom builds brains. Dr. Merchant out.